first on the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Midday starts now.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome into Fox 10 Midday on this beautiful Thursday. We're so happy you've decided to join us. I'm Ashley Mitchell.
I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. We're starting out with the forecast here on our Thursday. A nice day for the most part. We do have some rain showers out there, though, in spots. Very warm today.
Yeah, and very spring-like. I sat on my back porch today, heard the birds in the air, and I'm like, I can feel it. It's this close.
It was yesterday evening as I was getting ready. I ended up actually getting decent sleep last night. Shocking thing.
Applause.
Because I was so tired. But before I was going to bed, I was like, gosh, I hear like spring bugs.
Yeah, I can feel it in the air, and I'm so excited.
We have a really warm spell over the next long-range forecast here, so we'll talk about that. But first of all, let's talk about some of our live cameras right now. This is a view of multiple cameras, and one camera in particular that we've been watching closely. It's the camera at Orange Beach, where we've had some rain showers off in the distance. Now you're seeing maybe a little bit of a rain shower way out there, but you also see the peaks of blue sky. D'Iberville 69 degrees right now, 77 in Mobile. Next 10 hours in Pensacola, you'll have mostly cloudy skies with the possibility of a passing shower. Otherwise, temperatures or otherwise winds out of the southwest around 10, 12, 15 miles per hour. Similar story here in Mobile. You see temperatures in the middle upper 70s, the slightest chance of a rain shower passing. Then as we go through this evening, temperatures in the 60s with that southwesterly wind continuing. The big picture across the region shows a frontal system just off to our north. We could see some showers or thunderstorms that develop off to our north today. There's a slight risk of severe weather for portions of Mississippi and far western Alabama. That will not transfer to the south. We are not expecting a severe weather risk locally as we go over the next couple of days, but we are expecting chance for rain showers to continue, and by Friday morning a decent chance of showers and maybe a rumble of thunder or two. Here's your future cast. You see this evening some showers and thunderstorms off to our north, then those push off to the south. We could see some thunderstorms maybe in the southeastern corner of the state, but this view that you see here with scattered rain, and again the word scattered being used here, not everybody gets wet while some people get a downpour. This happens through the morning hours on Friday. Then late in the day on Friday, activity kind of lessens, and we have just a limited number of isolated showers developing through the afternoon hours. Things clear out. The weekend is looking fantastic. Rain chances go to 0 after this. We'll have details on that long range forecast, which does look warm, coming up.
All right, Nick, thank you. We begin today with a breaking news update. A Milton woman remains in the Santa Rosa County Jail on no bond, accused of killing her 6-year-old daughter. Now, according to the arrest report, April Olivia called a relative around midnight talking about, quote, evil spirits. We're told the concerned family member had another relative go to the home and check it out. Investigators say the relative could not get inside at first, but heard her yelling. When he finally entered the home and found the scene, he dialed 911.
She had self-inflicted wounds on herself, and 6-year-old was determined to be deceased as a result of multiple knife stab wounds.
Records show the child's father was out of town for work and no one else was home during the incident. Olivia is being charged with murder. Just a horrific case there. And we are learning more today about what led up to a mass shooting in downtown Mobile. The suspect, Devin Jeffrey, appearing in court. Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood says the shooting was a dispute between at least 2 people that began in a nightclub and ended on Dauphin Street. 7 people were hurt overall in the shooting. DA Blackwood says the argument had been simmering for quite some time.
From our understanding, this was a prior argument that was brought downtown to Mardi Gras. The dispute reignited inside of a club. That disagreement in the club spilled out onto the street, and we believe that's when the shooting happened.
This morning, Jeffrey remains in jail on a $500,000 bond. He is being charged with first-degree assault, but prosecutors say those charges could soon be upgraded to attempted murder. Jeffrey will appear back in court next week for an arraignment. And this morning, Mobile police are investigating a stabbing. Authorities responded to Cherry Street yesterday morning around 6:45. Police say there they discovered a man with stab wounds, and he was taken to the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators say during the investigation, they learned the incident took place here in the 1000 block of Edward Street. So Mobile police arrested this man, 58-year-old Joseph Jordan, in the incident. He is charged with second-degree assault and has a bond hearing scheduled for tomorrow. And meanwhile, MPD also arresting this man, Frederick Lee Jr., in a bizarre case. Investigators tell us he stole $20,000 worth of pet food from an unlocked truck off Halls Mill Road. Police say Lee Jr. was trying to sell the stolen products on Facebook Marketplace. He is being charged with first-degree stolen property, and he has a bond hearing scheduled for tomorrow as well. In the meantime, a scary situation at Ingalls Shipbuilding this morning. A threatening note with a bullet was found in a bathroom stall. That's all according to Pascagoula Police Chief Terry Scott. Ingalls issuing a statement saying operations are continuing as normal. But if you know anything about the note, contact Pascagoula Police Department. So far, no arrests have been made here. Well, today and tomorrow, former President Bill Clinton and former First Lady and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton will sit under oath for transcribed depositions as part of a congressional investigation into Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes. Hillary is up first, and as Fox News correspondent Rebecca Castor shares, it took months of haggling and a contempt of Congress threat for lawmakers to get the Clintons to show up.
Hillary Clinton is one of the biggest names to ever be deposed by a congressional committee, and it's happening today at a performing arts center in Chappaqua, New York, where the Clintons live. Friday, her husband, the former president, will be subject to the same, as lawmakers aim to find out how much the couple knew about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell's crimes.
No one's accusing at this moment the Clintons of any wrongdoing. They're going to have due process, but we have a lot of questions.
The House Oversight Committee has agreed with the Clintons' attorneys to limit the scope of their questions to 5 areas. How the government allegedly mishandled the inquiry into Maxwell and Epstein, the circumstances surrounding Epstein's death, how the government can tackle sex trafficking, how Epstein and Maxwell worked with powerful figures to protect themselves, and possible ethics rules violations by elected officials.
I mainly want to know whether or not he knows and can give us and provide us names of people that were either harmed and or those that engaged in potentially the assault of minors.
Both Republicans and Democrats voted to subpoena the Clintons last summer, but they dodged the depositions for months. It wasn't until lawmakers voted to hold them in contempt that they agreed to show up for closed-door sessions.
Democrats and Republicans both, administrations of both, have failed survivors in not getting more information out to the public.
Lawmakers hired professional prosecutors to ask the questions today, and they plan to release video of the testimonies at a later date. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
Happening now, life is slowly returning to normal in and around the city of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Almost a week after cartel violence rocked the area, which is a huge tourist destination for Americans. Now, it all came after the killing of one of the most notorious drug kingpins, El Mencho, in a joint operation with the United States. Mexico's President Claudia Sheinbaum held a call with President Trump, telling him security forces have now stopped the reprisal attacks from cartels.
I told him how the operation had gone, that we had received intelligence support from the U.S. government, and that coordination was going very well, and that was it.
At the same time, local officials are assessing the damage, with dozens of businesses and homes destroyed by cartel attacks. Major airlines have added extra flights to their schedules to get travelers out of the area if they choose to leave. And explosions are ringing out across Kyiv overnight as Russian forces launched a massive missile and drone attack. This came just hours before U.S. and Ukrainian envoys met for another round of negotiations in Switzerland aimed at ending the war. President Trump's Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff and son-in-law Jared Kushner attended those talks in Geneva. They were expected to address a possible post-war recovery plan for Ukraine, as well as plans for a trilateral meeting with Moscow happening next month.
We know that at the end, the war in Ukraine does not have a military solution. That war will be settled through a negotiation.
But with the war now in its 5th year, both Moscow and Kyiv remain deadlocked over the future of Ukrainian territory that Russia claims to control. Ukrainian and European officials have also accused President Vladimir Putin of faking interest in peace talks in an effort to avoid additional sanctions. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky telling Fox News he's ready to freeze the conflict along its current battle lines, but he's asking the U.S. to press Moscow to agree to a ceasefire until a deal is reached. And the U.S. and Iran continue their talks again in Geneva, Switzerland, over nuclear negotiations. The third round lasted about 3 hours this morning before the American delegation departed. President Donald Trump has warned sending military strikes to Iran if the regime does not finalize a deal over its nuclear program. The U.S. military has also ramped up its aircrafts and warships in the Middle East. The Omani foreign minister says the two sides are exchanging, quote, creative and positive deals. Oman, who is mediating the negotiations, said it received, quote, views and proposals from Iran and is working to convey Iran's perspective to the U.S. Coming up on Fox 10 Midday, we are partnering with Infirmary Health for a Heart Healthy Safe event. We've got the details for you. Plus, Gulf Shores students are giving back to the community. Stephen Moody was there as students helped clean up the beaches. But first, let's send it over to a check on our catnap forecast.
Yeah, it looks like a nice afternoon to maybe take a nap. It's going to be quite warm and there's a chance for rain showers out there. This is Missy, submitted by Roberta. Thank you so much for the cat photos. Send in your cat photos on the Fox 10 weather app. Please, we definitely need some more, so please send them in. Your catnap forecast here at 11:11 each and every day, so please send in those photos.
Welcome back into Fox 10 Midday. Gulf Shores City Schools spent the day turning service into a community-wide celebration. And our Stephen Moody has much more on how students and volunteers gave back in a really big way. Take a look.
Gulf Shores Middle School was once again home base for Gulf Shores Gives Back Day. The day kicked off with a pep rally followed by service projects, all with one mission, strengthening and beautifying Gulf Shores.
It's so exciting to have more than 3,000 volunteers giving back to our community today is really impressive. It's so important to show our community how much we appreciate them and for our students to connect with other members in our city.
I have the pleasure of working again with the Toolbox Ministry from St. Andrew's Church. Last year we built an amphitheater for all of our children to use that's right in the state park, and we also helped with beautifying the Sensory Trail. We're going back there again, and I've got students that are really excited to contribute again and improve on what they did last year.
Volunteers worked with local nursing homes, helping feed the community, landscaping walking trails, hosting car washes, and cleaning up parks and the beach. Every student treats it as a big deal.
It makes me feel great because we all get to experience the sense of community that it builds between us, and we all just get to have fun together and giving back to our community. It really helps us all bond a little bit more.
Taking steps to better the city they call home.
I hope that students will develop a habit of community service. You know, we do this every year, and students start as early as pre-K participating in this community service day. So I hope after 13 years in our school system, they understand how important it is to give back.
Stephen Moody, Fox 10 News.
At 11:16, your live camera is Pensacola Beach, and off in the distance, you see a rain shower. We have a chance for rain showers out there today. Also, I've been watching the surfers down at Pensacola Beach. We have a few of them out there. Of course, today is not a swimming day at the beach, but I have seen a few surfers out there with the rough surf and a high risk of rip currents out there for today. In your forecast, Thursday, Friday, today, tomorrow, we have a rain chance. I think the highest coverage of rain will come on Friday morning. We'll take a look at modeling in a second. Then after this, a warm and dry pattern continues into next week. The weekend's looking fantastic, and really through next week, we don't see any significant rain chances, which is a problem because we do have very dry conditions. Your rain chances over the next 5 days, they go up in the near term. You can see by Thursday night into Friday morning. So again, tonight into tomorrow morning, you have a pretty decent rain chance, or we could see a couple thunderstorms embedded in there. Rain chances go to 0 for Saturday and Sunday. Here it is on your Fox 10 Futurecast at 3 p.m. today. We could see scattered rain showers. Any thunderstorm activity well off to our north in central northern part of the state of Mississippi and Alabama. Then in the evening time, this forecast model, the HRRR, does show one little thunder shower here in northern Clark County. We could be getting to that point where some of the showers or thunderstorms start to impact areas north of Highway 84, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, everybody else is pretty much dry through the evening time tonight. Then on Friday morning, this is the pre-dawn hours, 3 a.m., and you can see numerous showers and maybe even a couple thunderstorms here on the Futurecast. This will continue through about 6 a.m. Notice everything's starting to shift south here. Coastal areas hold on to the rain for a little longer in the day. Then by around noon, most places are dry. However, there is still the potential for some isolated sprinkles, showers, or downpours. Isolated sprinkle showers or downpours through the evening time. The coverage will not be as high as it was in the morning, and you might see some sunshine in spots by Friday evening. Then Friday night, things really clear out, and Saturday begins a lovely day. Some patchy fog possible in the morning. Rainfall with this system, this is as long out as our HRRR model goes. So with what you just saw, you can see some folks with only 1/4 of an inch, some folks with 1.5 to almost 2 inches of rain. So it really depends on where you are. If you get a healthy downpour, it could be extremely beneficial. Then this weekend, a very nice forecast. Warm, mostly sunny on Saturday, few more clouds on Sunday. Understand that the surf at the beach will be coming down just a little bit, but please be careful out there. Then the long range forecast, warmer than average temperatures are expected all the way through March 12th. For this afternoon, mostly cloudy, a few showers, warm, 76 degrees with a southwesterly wind. Your afternoon highs again very warm in the middle and upper 70s, 76 Pensacola, 77 in Mobile. We're gearing up for that rain chance as we get into Friday morning. That's mostly first half of the day. The weekend is looking nice and quiet. Looking into next week, quiet weather continues with warm temperatures, highs in the 70s.
Thanks, Nick. We are wrapping up American Heart Month, and we have a quick reminder for anyone looking to improve their heart health. Fox 10 and Infirmary Health are excited to host a free heart health screening event. It's happening tomorrow. You'll get a complete cholesterol screening and blood pressure check with just a simple finger stick and those results in 5 minutes. No fasting is required, and we encourage you to take part in our Show Your Heart Some Love event happening tomorrow morning from 8 to 11 at Pro Health in Mobile, Thomas Fitness Center in Fairhope, and North Baldwin Fitness Center in Bay Minette. It is free to the first 100 people at each location, so show up early. A healthcare professional will review your results on the spot. A really awesome event there. In the meantime, the Baldwin County Commission has secured federal funding to ensure safety on Fort Morgan. $500,000 will be used to install high ×2 visibility beach safety markers at public access points along the Fort Morgan Peninsula. Once implemented, these markers will help first responders more quickly locate individuals in need during an emergency. Officials say these markers eliminate confusion and give both callers and responders clarity in high-stress situations. And Gulf Shore is also gearing up for spring break with some new safety rules. Gulf Shore's Police Chief Dan Nettemeyer is asking the city to approve 2 big changes. One would move the existing curfew for minors from midnight to 10 p.m. The other would aim at preventing parking and loitering at businesses during after hours. Police say the biggest problems they've had in the past have involved teenage crowds. With Mobile and Baldwin County schools out the same week this year, there are some elevated concerns there. Still to come, can eating too much clean food become a problem for your body? We are breaking it down for you in this morning's Health Minute when Fox 10 Midday returns. Welcome back. It's National Eating Disorders Awareness Week, and you've likely heard of conditions like bulimia and anorexia. But what about a disordered eating pattern called orthorexia? It's an obsession with consuming clean foods, which turns healthy eating into something harmful. And experts say this is becoming a lot more common. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has some more on orthorexia and its red flags.
It's a pillar of good health. Eating clean, whole foods is good for your body. But when what you eat becomes an obsession, that persistent preoccupation can turn perilous.
We can't say that social media causes orthorexia, but it absolutely can add fuel to the flame.
Psychologist Casey Goodpaster with Cleveland Clinic says orthorexia is a disordered eating pattern that's becoming more common. As people scroll their phones, they're constantly getting fear-based nutrition advice.
People who have anxiety or perfectionistic tendencies, that can really put them at risk for developing a full-blown eating disorder.
It may start with a desire to be healthier, but Goodpaster says over time, food rules become more strict and lead to the elimination of entire food groups, guilt or anxiety over eating food deemed off the plan, avoiding social situations that involve food, and spending excessive time either researching or preparing meals. She says all this can lead to nutrient deficiencies, hormonal changes, fatigue, even bone loss or other medical conditions. It can also lead to isolation.
When food rules start to dominate people's lives, relationships and other meaningful experiences can begin to take a backseat.
If you suspect a loved one has an unhealthy eating pattern, she says to have a compassionate conversation and encourage them to seek help.
Healthy nutrition should support your life. It shouldn't make you feel anxious, isolated, or pressured to eat perfectly.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And listen to this, forever chemicals, or PFAs, seem to be aging men faster in their 50s and early 60s. That's all according to a new study from researchers in China. The study, published Thursday in the journal Frontiers in Aging, found an association between PFAS exposure and accelerated aging in men between the ages of 50 to 65. PFAs are known as forever chemicals due to the years it takes for them to break down in a person's body. Researchers say the data showed some association in women, but the findings were far more pronounced among middle-aged men. Earlier studies actually show women appear to eliminate certain PFAs faster than men due to pregnancy, breastfeeding, and menstrual blood loss. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency planned to impose stricter guidelines about legacy PFA levels under the Biden administration. However, those plans have been rolled back or delayed under the Trump administration. Still to come, tariff refund chaos. We have that story and more in your business news. Plus, cleaning a casserole dish can be pretty tough. The Queen of Clean is back with an alternative to just using a sponge. That's all coming up, but first, let's say hey to Nick.
Rain showers limited. Very few and far between out there, but there are a couple locations that we're watching. Northwest Florida, we have a couple of sprinkles going on here. You can see some just south of Crestview. We also have some showers that are inland at this point. And zooming to that inland radar view, you can see far northern Clark County, portions of Washington, Greene counties there, and some light showers. We have a higher rain chance on Friday morning. Details coming up.
Welcome back. Burger King is giving the iconic Whopper its first makeover in nearly a decade, tweaking the bun, mayo, and packaging after some customer complaints.
Who had complaints about the Whopper?
I don't know,
anyway,
but it's good to me.
The chain said the Whopper will now come on a premium bun with a creamier mayo and will be served in a clamshell box instead of paper wrapping.
Oh, the changes come after years of complaints about smashed burgers that were just falling apart.
Okay, I've had many a Whopper in my year. You know what? I kind of get that. The bun does kind of fall apart because there's so much on the sandwich.
That's all part of the experience.
Yeah, the revamped burger is rolling out this week to more than 7,000 restaurants nationwide.
Okay, the company said it was careful not to go too far and offend those Whopper fanatics.
For example, the beef patty will remain the same.
Good. The upgraded burger will cost franchises more, but Burger King is urging them not to raise those prices.
Instead, the chain is betting the updates will bring customers back. Okay. First of all, Burger King, there's something about the Whopper taste that is really good.
Yeah, it's iconic.
It's a very distinct taste, much like McDonald's has a distinct taste with their stuff. But I don't know. I do think that I feel like I remember sometimes the bun being a bit worthless on the Whopper and like not holding things together.
Okay.
I don't know, though.
I haven't had enough Whoppers, unfortunately, to really comment on that. Do you go to Burger King?
I haven't been in a long time.
Okay, Arhina Fink does. She's over there in the corner right now.
Yes.
She just raised her hand.
You get the Impossible Whopper? Yes,
okay.
my mom will get that a little bit
I feel
too.
like
That's good.
Burger King has kind of dwindled for some folks over time, but then there are those tried and true people like Hannah who continue going.
I'll go back. There's one in Fairhope. It's on my way home.
All right. I love it. Well, Bluebell releasing a new flavor today, along with bringing back a fan favorite.
All right, so this new honey vanilla flavor is now available in stores.
It's described as a simple honey vanilla flavored ice cream. The carton comes wrapped in the image of a honeycomb.
It will be available in pint-sized containers for a limited time.
Yeah, Bluebell also bringing back Java Jolt.
That's a good one. It's an ice cream combined with dark chocolate flavored chunks with rich coffee fudge swirl. Ooh, that one is good.
I've never had either. Obviously, there's a new one, but
Bluebell, I love you. And I will definitely try both of these.
Yeah, and you guys as meteorologists got free Bluebell
Yes,
for National
I
Weather
mentioned
Person's Day.
that we have a secret stash in
Now
this
it's not going to be
studio.
secret anymore.
Well,
everybody's going to know about our secret stash.
yeah. I also have a secret stash. Well, actually, I'm out now.
It's funny because one of our reporters, Jordan, goes to the fridge every day at the same time every day with a bowl and gets her bowl of ice cream, her daily bite. And she's like, don't tell anyone because this is her stash too. So we are taking full advantage as well.
Yeah. Also, I try to have a secret stash of like Coke Zero or Diet Dr. Pepper or Dr. Pepper Zero at some point. Because, you know, when you get severe weather coverage, you just never know when you're going to live.
You got to be
here,
careful around here with those stashes because we're all trying to refuel at some points during the day. This next video is not from a rodeo.
It's from a road in Florida where a road cow was on the move last week.
Watch as police handle traffic until the animal's owner rides up on a horse. Then come the rodeo skills.
The owner lassos the cow with utterly remarkable finesse.
Utterly. This is a crazy video. I'm sorry, if I were driving on this road, I'd be like, did I just enter the Wild West? Like, did I travel back in time? What's happening?
I've told this story before. There was one time where I was like sipping my coffee on my back porch and I look in my yard and I just see wild horses that weren't wild. They were
This is a very
estate
distinct
horses.
memory for you. This comes up every couple of weeks. Are you okay? Was this like...
But this makes me think about it. It's like you look at it and you're just like, what?
Those Baldwin County folks. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
I do not experience this living at my home in Mobile, for sure. We want to thank you for staying with us here on Fox 10 Midday. We will be right back, but Nick, we are looking outside. Where?
Dauphin Island Sea Lab. This is the camera there on the east end. A lot of wind out there, rough surf as well. We'll keep you updated on that forecast coming up.
Listen to this. A New Yorker takes a free speech fight for a provocative vanity plate straight to the top and gets the backing of his governor. Jimmy Roth has this story and more in today's Take a Look at This.
Pee before we go. That's sound advice, but it's also a phrase that sparked a war of words, so to speak, between a New York resident and his local DMV. In January, Long Islander Seth Bykofsky received a letter from his DMV telling him his vanity plate reading "Pee before we go" had to go, saying the pithy plate was not in compliance with local regulations. Bykofsky posted the letter online and vowed to take the fight to his governor, Kathy Hochul. Fast forward to this week when Hochul posted a video of a call with Bykofsky telling him she was Team Pee before we go, calling the plate a public service.
Well, I'm going to get it back for you. I think everybody should be reminded to pee before you go. I have kids and grandkids, and I support the effort wholeheartedly. So I think we're going to work on getting that back to you.
That sounds wonderful, Governor.
Critics were quick to point out the timing of the teasable story, given that Hochul is up for re-election this year. But whether you think Bykofsky's free speech case indeed holds water, or that Hochul is just looking out for number one, it doesn't take a whiz to see this story is making a big splash either way. Speaking of number one, congratulations are in order, according to Guinness World Records, for Fancy, a Virginia horse who, at the ripe old age of 37, has officially taken the reins as the world's oldest living horse. Born April 1st, 1988, the horse was eventually gifted to then 8-year-old Paige Bloomer, who amazingly shares the exact same birthday as Fancy, talk about kismet, and still takes care of her to this day alongside her best friend Rosie, a donkey that was recommended as a support companion for Fancy. Bloomer calls the pair two peas in a pod who spend their days soaking in the sun together. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
That's sweet. That license plate, though, kind of practical.
Great reminders. Great reminders on your Thursday. All right, your forecast now. Some reminders for you. The beach is rough today. A high risk of rip currents. Let's look at your forecast location by location. Temperatures in the 70s with a slight chance of rain showers here in our Mississippi counties. Inland, you have a slightly higher chance at rain showers. Temperatures here in the middle 70s. Then Northwest Florida, we have had some showers this morning. Temperatures still in the 70s here for this afternoon. And Mobile, Baldwin County, again, temperatures possibly in the 70s. Futurecast, you can see the possibility of a couple isolated showers. The main rain chance, though, comes on Friday morning from the pre-dawn hours all the way through the mid-morning hours. Then by the time we get towards the afternoon, evening, everything becomes way more isolated, and some locations by the end of the day could see some breaks in the cloud cover. The weekend, stunning, amazing. The long-range forecast, warm. Warmer than average temperatures here. You can see it in the 7-day outlook, or excuse me, 10-day outlook. There it is, a nice weekend, 77, 78 degrees, 70s all the way through the forecast, and no significant rain chance for next week.
It's beautiful. You know what your license plate should be?
What?
Nick of Time.
This
Don't you think his official TV name should be Nick of Time?
No?
I think that's so good. Thank you for watching Fox 10 Midday. We'll see you on Fox 10 Live at 3 o'clock.